Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for February 18th, 2026. We've got Seaside and Prosperity today. And we've got Investment Trashing, plus actions from Workers Village and City. Draw is on the weak side, Caravan and Vault, and then Activated City. Plus buy / gains. We got Workers Village and Grand Market plus buy. Double Activated City can also be plus buy, and then Smugglers for other gains. Outpost you can also kind of look at as a gainer, because taking extra turns you get to gain more cards on the other turn. Yeah. So we're definitely going to want to play with investment. Probably just opening investment silver. I don't think Lighthouse with no attacks is doing enough to make it worth taking over silver. I guess we could consider opening Smugglers. Smugglers. Well, we're definitely going to take the investment. The problem with Smugglers is that it's going to be hard for us to hit 5. And we're more likely, if we see it turn 3, we're going to not get to smuggle anything good, regardless of what the bot opens with exactly. I think I'm just going to take the silver. Lighthouse, okay. Alright, we definitely want to play with at least one more investment. I think I'll go ahead and take that now. Alrighty. So Vault has the advantage that anytime we play it, we can get a Grand Market if we want to. Which is pretty good. I think it's a little early for Outpost. Like, we want to be able to consistently hit bigger numbers since there's not great cheap stuff to get. Outpost isn't going to set us up for that. It would help accelerate the trashing. That's the advantage, but I think I'm going to take the Vault. All right. And now how do we feel about getting an Outpost now? We can reasonably expect to be able to get a Grand Market into the deck, which definitely makes the situation better in terms of still hitting useful numbers on an Outpost turn. Alternatively, we could just take a city, start loading up on those. It doesn't do much for the deck right now other than just like allow us to add another terminal and then have a chance to, play them both on the same turn. Workers Village would actually be a bit better right now. But in the long term, we shouldn't really need the buys from Workers Village necessarily, and assuming some pile runs, which eventually Peddlers should run if nothing else. I guess Workers Village would help us get those Peddlers. Yeah. I think I'm actually just going to take the Outpost, though. Alright, now we're gonna have a choice to make. Do we want to take a grand market, or do we want to trash? I think I would rather trash. Alright, now probably we do take that workers' village. Okay, here we go. Grand market. We don't have enough for a peddler, unfortunately, but do we want a free lighthouse? It does help with getting the actions in play for peddler. So right now we only have one workers village in the deck anyway, so like that isn't. Oh, we have the grand market too. Yeah, alright, I'll take the lighthouse. Well, that's not really what I was looking for. The fact that you're not going to be able to undo your vault discards ever is pretty annoying. Just as an aside. Okay, I think I want one more workers village. Could get a peddler, but get even more peddlers if we have more workers villages. Yeah, let's just get one more of these. Okay. We're getting close to the point where we should trash these investments. Maybe we trash one of them this turn. 5. We have 6 coins. Annoyingly, we don't have enough actions to get peddlers with 6 coins, but 7 coins isn't going to be any better, so. There's just no real reason to discard with this. Well, wait. That last card is another grand market. I guess we might as well discard 1. Okay. Trashing this investment doesn't get us a lot, but it gets it out of the deck. I think having the 1 silver in the deck is fine. And we just took 2 stop cards out of our deck. We've got the outpost in play, so even though it's an outpost turn, we also have the lighthouse in play. We have almost no stop cards. Like, we just have the silver, so we don't really need to add any draw. So I think we go. We are going to want cities soon, I suppose. But for now, Grand Market, 1, 2, 3, 4 peddlers. We could take one more lighthouse. The 8 coins this turn. We've just added 6 coins. That gets us to 14. The vault potentially can generate more. Like, if we don't have the lighthouse, the vault can generate the same amount of money. So there's actually really not much point in getting another lighthouse. We might as well just get another peddler. This is actually slightly annoying. we could draw 3, but we have to see them in the right order. I guess I'm just going to discard these 2. Make sure that we don't miss anything. Okay, now we probably want to take some cities. We're going to empty the peddlers anyway. And we can get more money off the vaults if we have more draw. So yeah, let's just go ahead and 1, 2, 3 on this. It wouldn't be bad to have another vault. Wouldn't be bad to have a smugglers either, but maybe Grand Market Double City is just better. Yeah, I think that's good. The bot has, yeah, did not get the second investment, so it's not nearly as clean. Hasn't gotten the outpost. It's pretty behind. Buys a platinum, okay. I wouldn't mind having a platinum in my deck, but it doesn't seem like a priority. Okay. Once again, we have more draw probably than we can actually guaranteed use. Is that true? This is 5 cards of draw. If we go... Yeah, there's no... If we do this, and this, we can't bottom deck the last peddler. But if we... were to discard more than that, then we would risk bottom decking something. And our stop cards. Excuse me. Alright. I do want another vault. Let's see. Let's get one more vault. Could be... Smugglers can't actually smuggle platinum, so it could actually be a waste of space if the bot angles in that direction. But... whatever. I like at least having the opportunity to get the extra gains. All right. 2 more cities. Another vault? I do worry a little bit about adding too many. So if we have like 3 vaults, silver, and smugglers, it is in principle enough cards for us to dud by not finding a village. It's not very likely, but maybe we should just get 1 more city, keep it simple. You know, the vault would give us more payload, but... Oh, why did I buy the smugglers going into my outpost turn? That was silly. Whatever. Right, okay, we found the other vault. That's good, because... Here we go. So... The simplest thing to do would be discard these 2, draw them with the next vault, and then discard more stuff. But can we do better? Probably. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Discarding the workers' village seems fine. We don't care about that buy. And if we top deck a workers' village, that's actually a good thing. I think do that. There you go. Okay. I probably should have been thinking harder about whether I could set myself up for a win. Does the bot have, like, any gains in its deck? I have 1, 2, 3 workers' villages. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 grand markets. No, it does not. What has the bot been doing all this whole time? Like, what? All right, I think I'm gonna go just keep lowering these piles, and maybe there's some win that we can find, or maybe the bot empties cities and we get the extra buys or whatever. Like, set up for an estate pile out, maybe, I don't know. But Grand Market, City, Vault. Maybe the bot's like, oh, I can buy a city, and then you won't be able to smuggle it. Aha! Like, okay, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah, it's actually crazy how much better my deck is than the bots. Like, I do think that the investment makes a difference there. I think the second investment makes a difference there. I think the outpost makes a difference there, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know what the bot has been trying to do, but no, they just bought a colony, so we're not going to be able to smuggle anything again. Sad. I guess this vault... I mean, we might as well discard the smugglers, if nothing else. No, we're not getting any value from that regardless. Okay. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. That works. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, no, that's short by 1. Well. It's probably fine. As long as we draw, yeah, one of our cantrip money cards. Now we have 4 draw left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, that actually works out perfectly for once. Okay, so we could empty the estates and the cities, and then we buy colony, and that is a win. Okay. Actually hadn't realized that I had put myself at exactly 10 buys. I get to take our outpost turn, but... Yeah, I was really not expecting this to be that easy of a game. I feel like I've seen the bot play kingdoms like this much better than this. Like, I guess, not that I think that this is, like, the kind of kingdom where I would expect to lose to the bot, but I would expect it to be more competitive. I would expect it to do better things here, and I'm a bit confused. I think it is somewhat frequently the case that the bot doesn't do a good job of playing around city stuff. Not that it like does a terrible job necessarily, but it just isn't like particularly on top of that. Smugglers, I feel like I normally would expect the bot to play with. Workers Village, I would normally expect the bot to play with Workers Village and get some peddlers. Yeah, I don't know. It really just didn't do anything. I'm like, what were you doing the whole time? Didn't like buy a gold or anything weird like that. Did buy a platinum. That's whatever. Investment lighthouse. Yeah, I don't like that as much. I don't think it's terrible or anything. It's 4 and buys a caravan. I mean, I think you should get a second investment there, but caravan's fine. Somehow, oh, it hits 3 and buys another lighthouse. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you have enough lighthouses in play, that does help you get peddlers. 4 and buy a caravan. Buys a caravan. Hits 4 and buys a caravan. It's just not like hitting 5 because it's doesn't have the silver. Isn't thinning as much. Like by this point, well, the bot bottom decked its investment. So in addition to only having 1 investment, it also bottom decked it. So it's still got 2 estates at this point. And here it hits 6 and buys a peddler. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, sure, peddler is a card that you want, but you also want vault and outpost. Those. I mean, I guess I would have. In this case, I probably would have started with the vault as I did on my end, but. And then it hits 5 and gains a city with no terminals in its deck. Did it ever have a terminal in its deck? No, it did not. What? It's so confusing. Is that only the second time it's played investment? No. Okay. So it trashes its third estate. Turn 9. That's still pretty slow. All it does is buy another city that it doesn't need, doesn't get anything out of. And then a singular peddler because it doesn't have any plus buy. This is wild. And then that's where it bought the platinum. Jeez. Yeah, the bot just did not do anything in this game. Didn't, it only got like the very slightest amount of draw. It didn't invest in much trashing. It didn't help that it bottom decked its trasher in the opening, but I mean, if you got a second one, I think you get through like pretty quickly, as I did. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. Sometimes I guess bot just does stuff like that. I'm like fully expecting to look at what other people did and then find that like their bots played way more competently. In any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.